You posted your questions, now we're giving you the answers. Watch as our experts share the secrets that make them the best. Join the discussion with Mei Ling, Gina, Nayette, Anthony, and Antonio. World-class nails. Answers from the experts.
Thoy Joy Tran from Instagram has sent us a question, and it is, what happens if I use regular nail polish design on top of gel polish before the top coat?
Sometimes it can work, but sometimes it doesn't because the polish might not have cured. And then the top it off and the design polish could just like be rubbed off.
I've tried putting nail polish design on top and then of my gelish, and then top it off on top, and sometimes it's not dry all the way. So it really kind of depends. Like if you're putting a very thin layer that can air dry quickly, I think it's safe to put top it off on top.
Probably the best way will be finish the nail out normally with your top it off, then do your polish design, and then just finish with regular top coat.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah.
The polish stays on gelish anyways, so you don't really have to seal it with top it off.
It's also easier to remove, especially if you make a mistake.
Oh, great.
And then at the same time, I think that they can change easily the design every day.
My question is from Facebook by Dalila Santos. Gelish is pulling away from the tips or cuticles when I'm applying. Please help.
That sounds like a prepping issue to me.
Or maybe they didn't brush the sticky surface off of the foundation before they put the polish on.
Didn't dry brush?
Yes.
Or maybe they didn't apply the correct way, the foundation, the free edge, and then the surface.
Capping.
Or they apply the gelish on top of the cuticle.
Or maybe over curing.
So it needs to be really, really thin on the foundation, not touching the skin, and don't overcure it.
And dry brush.
And dry brush after.
Alrighty then, I got another question from Instagram from Danny Marie 8. What are some tips for applying a chunky glitter evenly?
Well, apply structure
Apply
on top of it.
On top of it?
I've applied the chunky glitter with an old gel brush straight onto the sticky inhibition layer.
If you put some on a palette and let the gel separate away from the glitter, you can use one of our gel brushes to apply it if you want it heavier.
Or just
you can absorb the gel that's inside the strands on top of a tissue, and then just pick up just the glitters.
You can just move it around with the brush.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that. Apply it directly from the bottle, and then just with a regular brush, just press.
Or even just move it like
Before curing.
Like if there's a big chunk sitting next to a big chunk and you want to separate them, you can just take the tip of the applicator brush and scoot it over. That works too.
I do that with Waterfield. That's how Gina taught me to do it.
From Facebook, from Lorraine Tinson Rents. She's asking, how do I remove gel color over acrylics without removing the acrylics?
Oh, that's easy.
Just filing.
Yep, just file the gel color off.
You can use an electric file. That's what I do in the salon. My preference is a carbide bit, but everybody has, some.
I'd use a carbide.
Okay.
Me as
too.
well.
Yep.
Either that, or if you use a regular hand file, you might want to not have the coarsest grit, so that when you remove the last of the color, you wouldn't take the acrylic with it.
Would you start with like a 150 and
50?
then switch to 180? Or okay.
My question is from Instagram, Amy11. When is the best to use your structure gel, and what is its main purpose?
Oh, so many purposes. You
Well,
want to go?
The main one is that if you have the natural nail with not even surface, it helps to level the surface and get a better application.
Another main way to use it is if you want to do tip and overlays, or just overlays on the natural nail. And then you can do that with a soak-off gel.
And it's faster.
And you can file it.
Yeah, that's good. It does file really easy if you're going to do it as an overlay. What about for design, Gina?
Well, for design, when you're creating like 3D applications, when you're doing like flowers or abstract designs, and you're curing in between the application, sometimes, when you get those like bumpy areas, the structure also helps to even self-level the surface.
Looks smooth.
Another recommendation about the structure gel is I used to apply the structure gel after the color, so I don't get the thickness of the nails because it's transparent. you don't see the thickness of the nails. If you apply the gelish color after, you can see the structure of the nail better.
Especially if you're doing gelish French.
Yes.
It can give you that really nice smooth finish.
Even when you do the colors, we do that because it also gives such a much higher shine. It's almost like there's a piece of glass on top of that color.
Give it more depth.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
And then we didn't realize that since 2009 that we have this product. This probably is the revolution of the gel nail in the salon, because you don't need to file, and then the clients come over just 15 minutes before, and then they just soak off the nail, and then you just start again.
So what did we get? Under, above, by itself, on extensions.
Adhesion.
Yeah.
Also, we can use it for like maybe a very fast backfill for acrylic. I use it and it works really fast.
Just for like a really quick
Yeah.
fill if they don't
Only
have
for
time.
only for the cuticle.
Stay tuned for more.